The world of plants holds many wonderful secrets. One of its most captivating is a flower known as the Queen of the Night. It is a truly remarkable bloom, shrouded in mystery. Many people have heard its evocative and rather romantic name. This special name itself hints at something unusual, something hidden. It clearly suggests a connection to the darkness, to the hours of slumber. This is because this extraordinary flower does not greet the morning sun. Instead, it patiently waits for the cloak of night to fall. Only then does it reveal its breathtaking glory to the world. It is indeed a true monarch of the nocturnal realm, a silent ruler of the darkened hours. So, one might ask, why exactly is it called the Queen of the Night? The reason is beautifully simple, yet utterly fascinating in its implications. This unique plant reserves its blooming spectacle exclusively for the nighttime. Its magnificent, often large flowers begin to unfurl only after the sun has completely set. They perform their silent, graceful show under the gentle gaze of the stars or the moon if it is present. This behavior is a rare and distinctive habit among the vast kingdom of flowering plants. Most flowers, as we know, prefer the bright, energetic light of day for their displays. They open with the dawn and close as dusk approaches, following the rhythm of the sun. This strictly nocturnal blooming habit creates an almost palpable sense of great anticipation. Around the globe, plant enthusiasts and nature lovers eagerly await its flowering. It is an event that can draw people together in shared wonder. They might gather in quiet, hopeful vigil, sometimes for many hours through the evening. Sharing this moment feels like being part of nature's gentle, unfolding magic. Witnessing the Queen of the Night unfurl its delicate petals is like being let in on an ancient, beautiful secret. A beautiful secret carefully kept by the darkness itself, revealed only to those patient enough to wait. It is a fleeting yet profoundly memorable moment of natural artistry and quiet wonder, a performance that lasts but a short, precious while. It is important to note that the name Queen of the Night is quite popular in the botanical world. It is a highly descriptive title, often affectionately given to several different types of night-blooming cacti. These various species all share the common characteristic of flowering after dark, perfuming the night air. However, one of the most famous and widely recognized bearers of this regal title is Epiphyllum oxypetalum. This is the particular plant we often picture when we hear the name, the one celebrated in stories. Its incredibly large, strikingly pure white blooms are the stuff of legend, admired for centuries. So let us now delve deeper and explore this specific queen in more detail. Its life story is one of incredible natural design and fascinating adaptation. The individual flower of the Queen of the Night is a sight that is truly breathtaking to behold. Once it has fully opened, it can be impressively large indeed, a true giant among blooms. Some of these magnificent blossoms can reach up to 30 centimeters, or about 12 inches, across. That is nearly the width of a large dinner plate, a surprising and substantial size for such an apparently delicate structure. The petals themselves are typically a brilliant, pure, snow-like white. In the dim light of the night, they seem to possess an inner glow, appearing almost luminous. They present an ethereal, almost ghostly vision against the darker backdrop of the plant's own green foliage. These numerous, elegant petals are often quite long and slender in their graceful form. They may curve backwards gently, away from the flower's central point in a soft arc. This gentle recurve creates a beautiful star-like or wide-open cup-like shape, inviting and grand. The inner petals are especially delicate, sometimes appearing almost translucent like fine, patterned silk. The outer sepals, which carefully protected the bud before it opened, may be narrower in shape. They are often tinged with subtle shades of yellow, pale green, or even a soft reddish pink. Deep in the center of this floral spectacle lies a dense cluster of many pale yellow stamens, and from their midst rises a long, prominent style, patiently awaiting the touch of a nocturnal visitor. The plant that produces such an extraordinary and memorable flower is, perhaps surprisingly, quite unassuming when not in bloom. It is a type of cactus, certainly, but it is not the spiny, desert-dwelling kind that many people immediately imagine. Instead, Epiphyllum oxypetalum has flattened, green stems that look very much like ordinary leaves. These stems, which botanists call cladodes, are often quite long and can be somewhat arching or even trailing in their growth habit. They are typically a rich green color, quite fleshy and smooth to the touch. The edges of these leaf-like stems are sometimes gently scalloped or broadly lobed. This rather plain-looking plant cleverly hides its spectacular floral secret until the precisely right moment arrives. Therefore, the overall visual impression given by the Queen of the Night in full bloom is one of stunning and dramatic contrast. An almost unbelievably pure, white, delicate, and intricately structured beauty suddenly emerges. It arises from what appears to be a fairly ordinary, even somewhat unremarkable, green, leafy cactus plant. The flower itself seems almost too perfect, too fragile for this world, a temporary jewel crafted from moonlight. It is undoubtedly a true masterpiece of nature's intricate evolutionary design processes. A dazzling, yet short-lived ornament fashioned specifically for the quiet, mysterious hours of moonlight. It is a flower that truly lives up to its grand and royal name in every single respect. One might wonder, where does this extraordinary plant, the Queen of the Night, naturally make its home? This remarkable species is native to the warm and consistently humid tropical rainforests of the Americas. It calls regions of Mexico, various parts of Central America, and vast areas of South America its ancestral lands. These are special environments characterized by consistent warmth and very high humidity throughout the entire year. Abundant moisture from frequent rains and the protective shelter of the dense forest canopy can always be found there. It is truly a child of the lush green and incredibly vibrant jungle. It is not adapted to the arid, sun-baked desert landscapes where many other, more familiar cacti thrive. Interestingly, in its natural habitat, the Queen of the Night often grows as an epiphyte. This scientific term means that it typically lives on other, larger plants, most commonly tall trees. It uses these trees primarily for physical support, to help it gain access to better filtered light high above the forest floor. It is important to understand that it does not harm its host tree in any way. It is not a parasite. It clings gently to the bark using specialized wiry aerial roots. Through these roots and also its flattened stems, it absorbs essential moisture and valuable nutrients. These come directly from the frequent tropical rain and from the very humid air of the rainforest canopy. This epiphytic lifestyle explains its distinct preference for dappled sunlight, rather than harsh, direct sun. The blooming process of the Queen of the Night is itself a slow, silent, and utterly captivating natural drama. It all begins quite inconspicuously, with a small, unassuming bud appearing on the notched edge of one of the flat stems. Over a period of several days, or sometimes even for a few weeks, this bud will slowly swell and elongate. It grows perceptibly larger and plumper with each passing day, filled with the silent promise of something truly special. Then, as dusk begins to fall on one particular evening, the magic finally starts to happen. The protective outer sepals part, and the delicate, rolled white petals slowly begin to unfurl. This occurs gradually, hour by hour, in complete and reverent silence. By around midnight, the flower is often fully open in all its radiant glory. However, this glorious and magnificent display is, rather tragically, incredibly short-lived. The Queen of the Night's reign over the darkness lasts but for a single precious night. Once the flower has achieved its full, breathtaking openness and released its potent, sweet scent into the surrounding air, its time is nearly at its end. As the very first hint of dawn approaches, it already begins the process of wilting. The beautiful, once proud petals start to droop and gently close back upon themselves, their duty done. By the time the sun fully rises, the grand ethereal show is completely over. This profoundly fleeting beauty, this ephemeral existence, makes witnessing it an even more precious and wholly unforgettable experience for anyone lucky enough to see it. One simply cannot speak adequately of this remarkable flower without mentioning its truly extraordinary and memorable fragrance. The Queen of the Night, Epiphyllum oxypetalum, possesses an incredible and wonderfully powerful perfume. It is often described by those fortunate enough to experience it as intensely sweet, exotically rich, and deeply captivating to the senses. This distinctive and quite unforgettable scent generously fills the night air in the vicinity of the blooming plant. On a still, calm night, its pervasive fragrance can travel quite a considerable distance on the gentle breeze, a beckoning call. It is a perfume that seems specifically designed by nature to send out an irresistible aromatic call into the deep darkness. It offers a truly intoxicating aroma. This potent and far-reaching fragrance serves an absolutely vital biological purpose for the plant's survival. It is not merely produced for our human delight, pleasant though it undeniably is. The strong, sweet scent and the precise timing of its nighttime blooming are very clever evolutionary strategies. They are perfectly designed to attract specific pollinators to the open flower. These crucial visitors are often creatures of the night, such as large nocturnal moths, particularly hawk moths with their long tongues. In some regions, nectar-feeding bats are also drawn to these impressive, luminous blooms. These animals, dusted with yellow pollen, fly from one flower to another, unwittingly ensuring vital cross-pollination. This allows the plant to produce viable seeds and continue its genetic line for future generations. The rare and magical blooming of the Queen of the Night is widely considered a very special and significant event. In many different cultures and communities located around the world, it is often seen as an auspicious or lucky occurrence, a good omen. People might hold quiet, respectful gatherings, sometimes affectionately called blooming parties, to mark the occasion. They wait patiently, often for many hours into the night, to witness the beautiful flower slowly open its petals. While this particular plant is not widely known for extensive medicinal uses, its unparalleled ethereal beauty is its primary gift to humanity. Its widespread presence in gardens and private collections globally speaks volumes about its cherished and highly admired status among plant lovers. It successfully brings a touch of wild, nocturnal magic into many homes and hearts. So, to conclude our exploration, what is it that makes the Queen of the Night flower so utterly unique and truly special among the vast array of plants on our planet? It is, in truth, a remarkable combination of many distinct and quite wonderful characteristics all rolled into one. There is its strict and unwavering nocturnal blooming habit, a stunning visual spectacle reserved only for the quiet hours of darkness. There are its magnificent, impressively large and perfectly pure white flowers, a vision of supreme elegance. We must not forget its powerful, deeply enchanting fragrance that perfumes the entire night garden with its sweetness. And of course, there is its profoundly ephemeral nature, blooming so gloriously for just that single, fleeting, unforgettable night. It is indeed a true marvel of the natural world, a precious, fleeting wonder reminding us of nature's hidden secrets and its intricate, astonishing beauty.